All right guys, Death Week. We are at registration day for Death Week, so it is happening. 2,000 miles of hell, going to where no drag and drive has ever gone before. Hey, that's like a Star Wars thing. But either way, it is 2,000 miles of hell, and people actually signed up to come do this. So there is like, I don't even know how many cars we ended up with, but the idea was that this was more like a, for lack of a better word, a cult style event. That this is just the cream of the crop guys that are really willing to suffer more than anyone has ever suffered before, because that is what this event is going to be. We're going to get everybody through tech. There's some testing tonight if people want to test, but this first drag and drive event, since my first one, that literally it's like, I really don't know what's going to happen. We are going to be hundreds of miles in areas with no cell phone service. So like, we're going to have to drive in packs, and you may be 100 miles from the nearest civilization. Like an auto parts store could be over 100 miles away. It's going to be, I won't say it's going to be, I'm going to say it's going to be something. We'll yet to be determined. We'll catch up at the end of the week and tell you what it was, but it's going to be something. All right, now let's go meet some of these idiots. And I say idiots in a good way because I'm an idiot for even attempting to do this. So these are all idiots like me that are willing to give this a try. Let's see what they got.
Chris Hine, this is my 1933 Factory 5 coupe, and we come all the way from southern Alberta, Canada, down here to Phoenix, Arizona. So we're about 1,450 miles to get to the start line. I really wanted to see this part of this side of the country. We haven't been over here since I was just a little kid, so we figured the best way to do it was in the car. Other than that, I got no real reason to come down here, so figured we would come for the adventure. We're excited to do the drive, check out all the scenery. It'll be really nice cruising up the coast, go through the sequoia forest. I got lots of my friends here. My parents came down along with us, so it's just a nice family adventure, this one. So if I can run some 540s here this week, because it's all 8th mile stuff, I'll be really happy with that. And we're not going to try to lean on it too hard. I mean, if a guy gets a 560 or 70, we're probably not going to really try to lean on it too much, because we still got to make 2,000 miles, and then we still have to make another 1,400 miles before we even get home. So.
I'm Donald McKinley. I'm from Apple Valley, California, and we're here at Death Week. Here to have a good time. We got 9 days of driving and racing, and this here is my '67 Camaro. We had my buddy here, Ron from Performance Carb, help me out with a lot of stuff on it.
Thanks, Ron.
No problem.
And his wife for letting me steal him for a week or better. We got lots of people to thank. Our buddy Danny, who gave us the trailer. And Scott Corey gave us the casket to put on here. We thought it'd be a good idea, Death Week. Halloween is coming up the week after. So what better reason to put a casket on the trailer? We throw all of our spare parts, our tools inside of it, and have a little fun with everyone. Our main goal is to just travel the whole 2,000 miles with everybody and have a good time. Hopefully with no breakdowns. Our car's has been pretty solid. We drive it on the street a lot. And, ultimately, yeah, we'd like to probably win this deal. We'd like to actually be one of the faster cars for this week. So we'll see. We'll just see how it goes.
I'm Tom from the UK, 1985 Ford Mustang. It's a 5.3 LS with an 80mm turbo. Freshly rebuilt by Rob Lipensky. Thanks, Rob. And yeah, we're out here trying to run 660 in the 8, because this is an 8-mile event. So this is the second drag and drive with this car. We've done race week with it, which is thankfully in Colorado, Kansas, and Nebraska, which is like a great starting event for me, since I already know the routes and I already know the event, so it's really cool for that. And yeah, car ran great, had 0 issues, and decided to come home and tear it apart. So this is where the issues now start. This is going to be a different event. It's a lot more driving, not that much racing in comparison. I think it's like 9 days long, and we've got like 3 drive days in here. So it should be pretty cool, pretty fun, long routes, and get to see different part of the US, which is great because there's no events out here. So this is going to be awesome.
Welcome to the merch trailer. Let's take a little tour. Here we start with all of our shirts. We have a couple TVs in here. We play Sick Week on and some other stuff while the shop is open here. We have our stickers. The girls are organizing all the stickers into little folders, so it's easy to get to and find what we have in stock. Here's some more stuff. We have sunglasses, we have keychains, we have tin signs, then we have our awesome sun hats. And in this state of Arizona, it's hot. It's a dry heat, but it's hot. We got those. We have all the other hats. Sick Week, Death Week hats are here in stock. Come and get your merch. We are ready to sell you some stuff.
I'm AJ Simps. I am from Orange County, California. And I drove my 1966 VW Fastback out here for the most awesomest name in the world, Death Week. Yeah, try explaining that to people. They're like, what? What is that? One of those little stress things? You go out and you exercise for like a week straight? Kind of, yeah. It's probably going to be that. It's a 66 VW Fastback. I'm the third owner of it. It's got a 2200cc turbocharged blow-through. It's got Phytech fuel injection I'm using for a blow-through. Put it all together, and just like every story, everybody here probably has a story. 4 days ago, lifter bore sleeve in the motor let go. Start clicking like crazy. Had to pull the motor back out, pull it all completely apart. Decided not to touch that one anymore and built a whole new, brand new motor. Put it all in here. It has 12 miles on it besides driving directly here from Orange County, California. We had a leaky valve cover, one fitting that just wasn't tight. Stupid little things, the wiring, we zip tied everything together just to get on the road, and we got fault codes, little stupid stuff on the injection that popped up, but I think we're good now. And we're looking forward to it. And then one guy comes up and he goes, hey, look, it's another idiot. I'm well, we're all idiots, huh? Hi, I'm Captain Idiot. Yeah, why would we do this? How much money do we make again? We get paid? We don't? What the hell? It's not sprung, so there you go. I pull a lever and you lift. There you go. Beautiful. I used to go to car cruises with other guys, and they had big hanging turbo motors, and I built the motors for them, and we'd show up, and I had my turbo motor, but it was under the deck here, and nobody would walk over to my car, and theirs was hanging all out and big and everything and bulky. So I thought, you know what, first thing I do is I'm gonna put a wing on this dang thing, and I started to mock up a little 6-incher piece of cardboard. Then I mocked up like a little 1-footer, and then I said screw it, and I unfolded the cardboard. It was 2 feet, and I was like, oh, that'd be cool. That's got to make up for something right there, right? I mean, and then next, you know, more and more you learn about turbocharging. Intercooling's the secret. The problem is on a rear engine car, where the heck do you put the thing? You know, you have to, it's a lot of piping around from that end of the car to this car. So with the wing, I just cut out the wing and put it there, and it's kind of incognito. Once it's all closed.
Can you surf?
No. I actually can't. I'm Alex. I'm from Norco, California. So we drove here this morning. This is my 1974 Dodge Charger. It ran a 17.0 on the quarter mile at Duct Tape Drags 2 weeks ago. And I'm just here to have a good time and drive my car. We'd always wanted to go do one of the drag and drive events, but they were always back east. And we saw this one, so we jumped on it, and here we are. So.
Johnny Swango. I'm in an 85 G20 Chevy van out of Pahrump, Nevada. It's got a 350 crate motor with an MSD fuel injection, 4L60, 342 Detroit locker, Borla duals. It's a great traveler, ice cold air, good stereo, goes down the road nice. So it's a perfect vehicle for this kind of event. If it breaks 10 in the eighth, I'll be ecstatic, but I don't know if it will or not. And my goal is to finish like everybody else. So
can I ride with you sometime?
Sure. We got a couch and a spare captain's seat in there, and it'll be nice and cool inside going down the road.
All right, so the giveaway Gasser. You guys have been waiting for the winner, and we've told you there's the winner, and we're making arrangements. So we made arrangements because the winner is from this area, actually Tucson, so a little bit south of here, and we made arrangements to get the car here. And believe it or not, this guy's dumb enough, and I say dumb in a good way, that he said, well, can I do Death Week with it because you brought that up in one of the videos? I'm like, absolutely. I never thought anybody would do it. And he said, yes, we're in. So me and my buddy. So luckily the guy has some mechanical aptitude. Now he doesn't know what a spark plug is, so we're gonna have to teach him about spark plugs, but he's a decent mechanic. Jason.
Hi. I'm not used to a camera, sorry, so just deal with me.
Jason's from Tucson. So Jason won the Gasser giveaway, and they tell the story of them trying to get a hold of you. This is part of the delay in you guys hearing about it, because somebody had spam blocker on, and I guess when you win it, it's spam when they're trying to get a hold of you.
So yeah, like I was telling you, they made the announcement, whatever, you had watched your video. I got home from work Thursday night, Friday morning, watched your video saying, hey, we're trying to get a hold of the winner. He's not answering his phone. I watch, I'm like, wow, this really sucks for the guy that won the car. Go to bed, wake up Friday morning, look at my phone, and yeah, my spam blocker dictating a voice message from the lawyer saying, hey, we're trying to call you. You have until 5 p.m. tonight Eastern Standard Time to claim your prize. Called them back, and yeah, the rest is history. Here we are, finally.
Yeah, because it was down to the deadline to where it was going to move on to the next person because they couldn't contact him. So like, just know when you get stuff and you get entries for it, then especially when we're telling you that, hey, we're announcing the winner, or they're trying to get a hold of him, then maybe turn off the spam blocker for a couple days or whatever, just in case you get that phone call. And talking to him too, I'm like, well, with all the highway driving, the only thing I would talk about is rear gear, because it's got a 5-something in it. This did complete 6 summer, no problem. That was a 600-mile event. This is a 2,000-mile event. So we even brought a spare gear for the Durango just in case we want to change gears for the long drives. And so he was able to get last night, or this morning you picked it up?
They built it for me last night. I picked it up this morning on my way out.
Okay, so he's got a 325 gear. That the first thing, when shake hands and I make sure this starts to show him how it works, then the warranty is void. Like, he talked about 5 minutes, 5 miles. I'm like, there's no 5 miles, and I'm not sure 5 minutes. Like, once it starts and you acknowledge that it's running, warranty's over. And now it's yours, you own it. So, but first thing they're gonna do, they're gonna jack it up, they're gonna change the rear gear, put a different center section in it for more of the highway cruising. It's 102 degrees out. Will it make it 102 degree temperature? How hot was it running driving it over here? 180. Okay. Aiden went and picked it up 30 minutes from here, so it came in with Pilot, and Pilot couldn't load it on the trailer. I guess I'll go ahead and tell you the story. So literally I dropped it off to Pilot on Sunday. We're at the dyno on Tuesday. They were getting ready to load it in the trailer, and they call me while we're at the dyno, and they say, we can't get it to start to load it in the trailer. And I'm like, can't get it to start? I drove it there. And like, so I talked them through a couple things, and then we determined, because the one starter button wasn't working, that they must have messed something up with the key switch or something like that. And we thought, hey, it'll be an easy fix. And we couldn't delay our departure. So we said, just winch it in the trailer. We'll fix it when it gets to Phoenix. So it got to Phoenix an hour ago. Aiden and Sack took off to go pick it up, prepared that they would have to either replace a blown fuse or a wire or something. What was wrong with it that they could not start it and load it in the trailer? Not to call them out too much, because they transport a lot of my cars, like when they have to go different places. They looked at this switch and it's pointed to on, so they thought it was already on. They never tried to turn the switch on or off. So Aiden got there, flipped the switch on, the fuel pump ran, he started up and drove it here. So I mean, user error. This switch, turn it on. Just flip that switch to on. Hear the fuel pump running. It's in park. Yep, just hit the start button, that black button right there.
The key?
What's that?
The key doesn't do nothing?
No. Okay, it's still under warranty.
It's a problem with the switch. It's the ignition switch, not the fuel pump.
Never acted up ever, and then it acted up on Pilot, but then now us. So there's something going on with that switch. So they definitely did have that power switch on in the front, and it is in there. So now we'll put SICK fabrication on, figuring that out. You can call that SICK sack fabrication. What did you find wrong? Did you find anything? There was a loose wire
on the fuel pump trigger wire, but I can't guarantee it. And I can guarantee that the fuel pump wire was loose, but I can't guarantee the master in here.
All right, Jason, take two.
Take two.
Giveaway. So We'll act like we haven't even done this before. Let's get in there and you do that first start. All right. Kind of same as before, but different things should happen.
Oh, they have a ton of.
Wait, did you turn the ignition switch? There you go. Take it for a spin and then show you how to drive it.
All right. Show them about the line drag. You gotta remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Right? That's the magic one. Turn your notifications on.
I can take away the blame from Pilot because there did end up being the ignition problem, so it was not Pilot's fault. And then I can pass the buck to my rear end guy, Brandon, who I called yesterday and said, hey, what spline count is the Gasser? Because he just had it apart and he said 35. So Jason got a 35 spline, nice rear end and everything ready to go in here. Well, then they pull it out, and then because it won't go back together, and then find out it's a 31 spline, not a 35 spline. So then you go to the local guy to save the day, Mr. Clark, Troy boy, says, hey, I could probably take care of that at my shop. So he's got two options. They're gonna take, so Jason's gonna take both rear ends. He's gonna go to Troy's house. Troy's gonna work on switching the gears. And then if he doesn't have everything to put it together, then Troy has a 389 31 spline in his fair lane that he's willing to take out and let these guys use so that they get everything together. And that's why the drag and drive people are so cool, because there's always a solution. It may not be the right solution, but there's always a solution. So the Durango, we did make it here. It did start to pull it out of the trailer. Its cold start was actually good, so backed it up, we took it through tech, and now we need to pack it up and get everything and get ready for the journey. So we did not want everyone here to suffer alone. We figured it would be a good idea that we did some major suffering along the way. So that's why we got the Durango. Will it make it 2,000 miles? Don't know. Same question we've had in the other videos, but like, will it make it? Time will tell. Will it make it out of the parking lot? We did take it to the gas station, put some gas in it. Bob's gas thing.
Filler neck.
Filler neck. Full speed at the gas pump. Put it in. We only put 5 gallons in because we're going to race it. But 5 gallons as quick as it would go. So there was no backup, no nothing. It NASCAR fuel up. So, but other than that, like, we took it over to Radford to pick up the other one. So we've actually driven it probably more since we got here today than it had on it miles before we loaded in the trailer to bring it here. So seems to be running good. We're not sure about the heat. We're not sure because it is still probably 100 degrees right now. And but testing 6 o'clock, we'll try and get a test hit on it down the track and then get ready for tomorrow morning. So we're ready. Actually, we're not ready, but we're going to go anyway. We still got to figure out our trailer and what we're bringing, and it's only been on here so far to pull it into the rig to tow it here, but lights did work, and you got the lights working, so hey, good to go. This is a Death Week vehicle. Yeah, so when we're cruising like along on 8, are you guys going to be in the sand dunes?
Maybe.
Whipping it down?
Might as well. Well, because the whole back of the truck is full of shit. So normally it's got good suspension. Right now, we were gonna bring a trailer, but our thought process was, I don't know.
Yeah, if you've got room for our stuff, you're totally.
Yeah.
Dude, this thing is sweet.
Thanks.
This is like a Death Week vehicle. Like, apocalypse happens, you want to be in something like this.
Yeah, you can just jump off the highway.
So exactly.
We did have to pull. It normally has all sheet metal here, and it was getting like 230, so we pulled all the sheet metal off.
to get more
because
air.
it was just so hot. We can go through the desert at like 90 miles an hour over 3-foot whoops, and it doesn't get anywhere as bad as going down the highway at 80 miles an hour.
Really? Wow.
So I don't know if it's just the fact that it's sitting there at 5,000 RPM when we're doing that, or what's going on.
It's at 5,000 RPM. Did you change the gears or anything for?
It's good. No, it's got 530s.
Oh, that thing's gonna be singing going down the road.
Have you ever seen how they keep them cool?
So now it's getting ready for the test and tune. So not a lot of the cars already left, went back to the hotel, because this event is more about the adventure than it is the racing. So I can't stress that enough. And so a lot of people aren't worried about getting a test pass. They'll just wait tomorrow, get a hit in, and then hit the road to work their way towards San Diego. So you have the normal test and tune night running here at the track, as well as some of our people that are testing. So you'll have some random cars that, I mean, there's a Pro Mod and stuff here, stuff that obviously isn't doing Death Week, but we'll be going down the track. So just look for the windshield banners, the numbers, and then you know if it's one of our cars or not, but at least you'll see a variety of different stuff. So.
Spun. Now we're going to make another hit.
that is a wrap. We made one pass, it spun, so they went higher on tire pressure than I would have, and with the tire pressure raise, they did that and it went right down. So now Aiden's pulling data logs, but I think that I chicken-footed it because I think I was thinking of spinning, but the air's bad, and I'm not used to supercharger stuff where air matters. I'm used to turbos where air doesn't matter as much. But so in a 550, we've been 530s with the other motor, like less horsepower. So we got to look at it. And once again, there's no race tune in it. Like literally, it's got a street tune and a guess at a race tune. So we'll see. But we got a great starting point. It's going to be freaking awesome.
Good night, Aiden.
Yep.